Hey, what's up, everybody? This is my review for the 2013 Spike Lee version of Oldboy. First of all, going into the movie, I actually wanted to see what would somebody actually do with the material of this film and how they would actually change it to make it different, make it their own. Now, I'm a big fan of the original Oldboy, the Korean movie. I really enjoyed that movie because of the twist ending. And since this movie did follow a similar format, but it changed it up a little bit to give it its own character, which is something that I actually really enjoyed. But the basic premise of this movie is Josh Brolin's character works at like an advertising firm. One day after he leaves a meeting with a client, he gets kidnapped and put into this hotel that's like a prison, which was pretty much a similar concept to the original Korean movie. So basically, while he's in the prison, he's seeing stuff on TV, and he sees a news story that relates to his ex-wife and his daughter. I'm not gonna go into too much details on that, so I won't ruin any spoilers for the movie. But while he's in there, he finds out that something has happened to his family. He gets out of the hotel prison like maybe 20 years later, and then he starts trying to piece together why he got locked up in the first place and who actually put him there. Now, as far as the acting in the movie, I think everyone who was in the movie, even the supporting characters, did a good job. And I even liked Samuel L. Jackson's small role that he played in the movie. He pulled that off good. Josh Brolin played his character good. Everybody in the movie did a good job as far as acting and having you believe the story and actually stay interested in the story. And the main villain of the movie, as you can say, Mr. Copley, played his part very good. He brought a theatrical villain-like aspect to the role, which I think actually made it more interesting. Made it over the top, but over the top in a way that you would think, okay, if somebody's crazy enough to try to get somebody locked up in a prison for 20 years, this would be the way that they would actually act, which actually added to the movie and made it even better for me. As far as the relationship between Josh Brolin and the woman character in the movie played by Olsen, I think they established the relationship pretty well, but as far as the movie goes, you see them connect pretty well, but you always feel like, well, something's going to happen eventually, which actually does in the movie, so wait for it when you watch it. So as far as this Old Boy, or this version of Old Boy at least, I think Spike Lee did a good job. I enjoyed it. Do I think it's as good as the original? No, and yes, because they both stand out separately. I like the original movie, and I was very surprised that I actually liked this version of the Old Boy movie too. But it had the ending was kind of different, and also a little bit more twisted. They stepped it up a notch, which actually helped separate even more, even though it's the same similar story. But it still turned out being very interesting and engaging, and you still want to see what would happen at the end. Even though if you've seen the original Korean version, you have a good aspect of what's going to happen. But in this version, you kind of still get that with a little bit extra, and it's also a little bit twisted. The only thing I probably would have changed is how Josh Brolin character, where he ends up at the end of the movie. I thought that he went through enough already personally, but hey, not my movie. I'm just here to watch it. But as far as Old Boy goes, a Spike Lee joint, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thought it was a good movie. So if you haven't seen it, watch it. That's it for my review. Until next time.